That probably didn't sound all that pleasant. Just hope I get this started after the maps rotated and not before they rotated. Hello, Justin! Hello, Beast Mode. You are. I was slightly late today. By about a minute, I was late. Good, I did actually catch it after the rotation. I'll do some quick spins, because normally I would have done this before, but, yeah. Make sure all my sticks are all spinny and working at least moderately well. I'm gonna check the shops. I honestly think today I might try using the nozzle nose a fair bit. Like the heavy nozzle nose. I want to get better at dealing the killing blow. Also, the weapons are those. I'm not sure which heavy nozzle nose yet, but Fire Emblem Three Houses is pretty cool. That game legitimately surprised me with how good it was. I've still yet to beat it, but it's still really good. Okay, I'm gonna back to favorites like this, and then main like this, so I can get all the nozzle noses together. So I can actually compare them. Okay, so 10 missiles. I just want the kill sound, so I need the heavy. And I've been using a blaster lately, so I mean... I don't like ink armor. And the cherry has bubbles, but I'm not the biggest fan of bubbles. I do like Splash Wall, though. I'll go this kit. I could use the help aiming. Now, what does this do? Increase... Why? Why would you want to increase damage? I want to use an H3. And I'm terrible with inkjet. You guys just want to see me lose. I mean, I love bubbles, but I'm not good with bubbles. Like, I don't find them very productive. Especially on a weapon like, well, an H3. Because it won't be able to pop them very well. So let's see how badly I fail. I mean, you guys want me to fail anyway by using an L3 with... I'll do weapon suggestions in a bit. I just have a craving for this kill sound. Yeah, I don't understand why you would even really want the damage up. I mean, this thing already kills in one trigger pull. So, what's the point? Other than reducing your likelihood of hearing the kill sound. Gotta be a tiny bit more ink. Hooray! I kinda like the Kensa roller. Its bubbles make sense, and you can pop them so easily. You just need to throw your bomb at them. So bad with this thing. Yeah, that'll have to work. No, I need the 3 hits! Darn it! I don't think the enemy team has much interest in pushing forward. Oh, they had a disconnect. Oh. Maybe that's why they aren't pushing forward. Hello, Super Johnny Bros. You guys saw a boat in half? Because I'd be okay with that. Yes! Oh, I love that kill sound. I've gotten 3 splats. I am very bad with this thing. And not like blaster bad, as I thought I was bad and was actually pretty good. Oh yeah, that sound. Darn it, US Buster! Sans time. It's time for the snans. We're gonna have an average time. Alright, beast mode. Though I suppose, Johnny, if you're the flex tape, then you're not the one that saws the boat in half, you're the one that holds the boat back together. I am still doubtful that that actually worked. That they actually did that. Yeah, it's just posting burbs. Well then. The Nautilus was just like, no, I can't. Not again. It's that crazy guy looking for kill sounds on the other team. I can't handle this. Where? I know there are 3 of you. Oh no, okay, there's only 2 of you. Oh, jeez. Didn't get the sound. Ow. I feel kind of bad. So I think I'm the only one that's noticed. Hey, Rand. Welcome to me chasing kill sounds. And minorly bullying a team that had 2 disconnects. My day's been pretty good. Better than most recently, actually. I woke up at almost the time I intended to, and I talked with my girlfriend most of the day. So it's been a pretty good day. How's your day been? Why would anyone use Stingray here? Like, it doesn't seem like a good special for this map. Oh, yeah. Love me that sound. Go, Sniper Man. Did he jump down? I think he jumped down. I just want to get the sound. Is that too much to ask? Yeah, the enemy team does have 2 DCs. Ah, so at least you got, you know, get some new music to listen to. This is a positive. Always look on the bright side of death. It's a song by Monty Python. No, I don't know why I'm like this tonight. I've legit never used Spotify. I didn't even know what it was until somebody actually just outright told me. I feel like such an old man. I listen to music when I'm writing. That's about it. Like, even when I'm, like, on my own time playing something like one of the truck simulators, I tend to just listen to the game sounds. Like, I don't listen to actual music. It just feels better having just the truck noises. Though I suppose I do tend to listen to music while I'm playing Eve. Yeah, that would be kind of annoying. I'm not a fan of services that choose your name for you. Unless they give you an option to change it later. And they just do that to speed up the sign-up process. Because that I can kind of appreciate, if they just want you to get through the sign-up process faster. So that you can actually, you know, start enjoying the product, and then you can change your name while you're enjoying the product. Like, that's nice. I've seen a few MMOs do that. Like, for your, character name. They set it to just a random jumble, but then, they give you a free name change immediately. Which is nice. Darn it! I got crack-oned. Does he have... No, he doesn't. Darn it! Why'd you have to die after 2 hits, Blue? Also, geez, Flex Tape, your internet seems to be a potato tonight. Ow. Huh. Maybe they've just had too many accounts, like, sign up. I mean, it does, you know, it seems to be a pretty popular service, so, I mean... so bad at aiming. We're being spawn camped by a single roller. Guys, just shoot it. I am incapable of doing so. There, he's been point censored. Get him! Thank you, Splat. Splat. Finally, somebody killed him. Jeez. I feel like the heavy nozzle nose and me just do not get along. Like, I don't know about what you guys think, but I don't think I'm doing anything with this thing. I love the kill sound, though. I didn't do well. I turfed, and I didn't even do that well. I'm gonna give it a few more games, but jeez. My point sensor game is still good, but that's about it. I can point sensor people. Alright, beast mode. Hello, AI. You've got a very ooh-woo vibe to you tonight. I mean, you were just text singing "bird is the word," so I mean, I guess I can understand that a bit. Well, the hello tends to be ooh-woo, not oh-whoa. Yeah, I've got subscribers. I don't keep track of the number. I found it's best for my mental health to just not pay attention to that number. Because if it stops growing, I start to question, like, what am I doing wrong? I didn't get around to taking a peek at it. I'll get to it tonight. I legitimately got distracted recording, and then I jumped right into playing Kirby again. And then played that until like 9 AM and then fell asleep. I forget who it was that sent me something before. Ow. But expect it to take a little while for me to get to it. I'll probably keep forgetting. I'm gonna try to remember tonight. I don't have anything planned after the stream. I should have just turned it on while I was playing Kirby. Ow. Because, honestly, when I was just playing it down here in the basement, I just had Markiplier playing Five Nights at Freddy's on, which is still just a hilarious series to me. I actually missed a point sensor. What is the world coming to? Ow. Oh, thanks for subbing, Parley. I suppose I could also call you Parlay, technically. I'm just adding an accent to, you know. Aha! Yes! Kill sound! And yeah, I am using a nozzle notes. Ow, I thought there was only one roller! I greatly dislike art block. I've more or less had it for the past year. To the point where I've not even been able to draw things I've wanted to draw. And part of my art block is fueled by having not drawn for so long. I feel like I don't remember how to anymore. Still doing so bad. I mean, I'm doing better than I probably would be with a blaster, though. Because arrow on them all plus blaster do not mix. I've got a few panicked kills on everybody, but that's about it. Like, myself, I've wanted to get back basically into drawing just stuff. Like, quite often back when I did draw, which was, geez, 5 years ago more when I was actually drawing regularly, I would just draw things that I felt like drawing, no matter what they were. But I'm also very much the type of artist that I can look at something and draw it. I can't create anything new without it just looking bad. But I can look at a thing and draw it. Which actually led to somewhere around here, I have a picture of literally my old desktop setup that I just drew. I was just sitting and doodling. Potatoes aren't lucky. Suppose if all of them together, then, you know, that would be a decent little amount of luck. This thing does get its missiles pretty quickly. Should just play it as missile support. Too bad missiles aren't exactly a great support special. I don't know how. Ow. That roller, jeez. The roller didn't splat me a ton. That's how we won by 2%. Oh, 0.2%. I avenged you! I see you. No. Does someone want to deal with that? Ow. I don't know how I survived there for so long. Oh, hi, roller. Missiles! I'm getting better at turfing with this thing. I'm not getting better at getting what I'm actually after, which is the kill sound. I want the kill sound. It's all I want. I got it! I should have shot him sooner. I'm sorry, Beast Mode. I wanted to try and get 2 kill sounds. I only got 1. How did I top the team? I'm probably using, like, the worst of the H3s as well. Because that just seems to be my luck. Like, I just always grab the worst. So I know everyone swears by the cherry these days. And, well, ink armor. Everyone seems to like that except me. So... so close to 84. Too bad it's not 64, because that's a great number. Hey, I don't need to worry about the M82 murdering me constantly. I mean, they are taking the turf I was gonna turf, but... Guess I don't get this turf, which means I don't get a second set of missiles. It's fine. Who needs missiles? Oh yeah, kill sound. I honestly think I'm only doing as well as I am because I am getting missiles off so quickly. Ow. Wait, I thought they only had a dynamo. I guess they have a standard roller too, and I just didn't notice. I am immediately fearful again. I cannot aim! That is a problem. Oh, gee, okay. I did not realize that was there. I'm smart, guys. And we have... Oh, it's so bad. Oh, I'm so dead. Kill each other. It's turf to be turfed. Thank you, Junior. Thank you, Junior. I can't do an old man voice. Well, I probably could. I'd just have to actually put more effort into it. Putting effort into voices is usually a good way of doing voices. It makes sense I don't turf rollers. Rollers don't turf, they kill. Okay, I want to get good with this thing, but half an hour of it. And I'm already... The accuracy. You know what? Yeah. Blaster. And I will get to that front quest after this match. It is. Well, I suppose that's not the best way to do everything. I mean, you don't want to put a ton of effort into, like, cycling, for example, because then you'll get tired quickly, and then you won't be able to cycle for very long. I splat everybody. I splat indiscriminatorily. That's how I work. You don't want to be splatted, don't be on the other team. Hello, Aiden? Dan? Dan? I just call you Dan. It's easier. Welcome to the channel. Glad you're enjoying yourself. I also have the wrong equipment on. I have my run speed stuff on. I want swim speed. Oh no. To safety! Ow! That was not safety! I mean, I've dealt with hard names before, usually by just coming up with different things to call the people. Though I did learn Anissa's name. So, I mean... And that was hard. Ow. Yeah, I call you that because I couldn't figure out your name at a quick glance, because I suck when there are numbers in the name. I am not good at leet speak. I don't know how anyone is good at it. Okay, so Aiden is right. Okay. So my first guess was right. Cool. Hopefully. This is Aiden. No, that would be an I, wouldn't it? Aiden names have to be so complicated. Ow. I don't underestimate the power of stupid. That's how I've gotten as far as I've gotten in everything. Is the power of stupid. I dare to be stupid. You should too, so put down your chainsaws and listen to me. If any of you know that song, you listen to some very interesting music. It is a song reference. I may have also given away the name at some point. Okay, just a reminder for everyone, I'm going to be backing out to accept Aiden's friend request. I've given it time for people who might know the song. It is the song Dare to Be Stupid by Weird Al Yankovic. It is... It's a ride. It is a ride of a song. Hooray, 84. I'm gonna grab my snail. I am gonna grab my snail before accepting the friend request, because snails are more important than friends. That's what I tell myself every night. Weird Al Yankovic. Just search Weird Al and you'll find him. He's... The best way to put it is he is the best known and arguably best parody artist. Jeez, I have 2 friend requests? Wait, did I get one from in Super Kirby Clash again? That wouldn't be the first time that happened. Yes, I did. Communication error! Here, I'm gonna see if I can find it, and I'm gonna link it through the chat. So there might be like a burst of sound. Hopefully that posts through properly. Enjoy. I'm gonna do it with my equipment. Not exactly. Like, he does take his music seriously. And quite often he gets permission from the artists to do parodies of them. Stick your head in the microwave to get yourself a tan. Isn't that what you do to get a tan? Just stick your head in the microwave. You're all probably now questioning my taste in music. It's a good song, though. It's very inspiring. It's Dare to be stupid. It's what it is. So welcome, Xavion. From what I understand, there's kind of a saying in the music industry of, you know you've made it when Weird Al does a parody of you. I'd honestly say, yeah, the beat is good, Rand. It's very electronic-y. I don't know exactly how to describe it. Other than, well, you know, perfection. Oh geez, I'm out of ink. I'm out of ink. I thought I had more ink than that. I'm so dead! Ow. We have reached peak stupidity. But we can still dare to surpass it. Ow. Hate dualies. If those weren't dualies, he was done for. But they were dualies, so he wasn't done for. I thought he was gonna back up. Ow. Hey, I got a kill! Ow. I feel like maybe some Inksaver sub would help me. My god, I'm approaching this weapon like I would a deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just like, well, let's try this out for a bit, and okay, this isn't working the best. Maybe this'll help. He fell to his death. I wanted to kill. Need mank. Alright, Aiden. I did not turf well, but I got some splats. I tried my best. Hello, Tran. So I apologize for slurping my drink. I get the feeling I have scared some people off with Dare to be Stupid. Oh jeez. Ow. I know I'm pretty sure if Rand has listened to the song, he is now probably questioning my taste in music, very much so. I'm dead. I mean, I could always, for like a subscriber milestone, just make a video singing Dare to be Stupid. How? Why yes, gods do cry at the badness, the bad, you know, music I listen to. I believe the tier you're going for is T-I-E-R. Ow. I think that is tier as in A tier. Ow. Just trying to throw a bomb. I messed it up. Ah, I took you with me! Little Splattershot Jr. These maps are really not great for a blaster. They're too big, with not enough things to hide behind. I wonder what else I have that would benefit from swim speed. Well, rollers. Rollers would. Really anything benefits from it, I suppose. I just need to actually swim a lot. Which is the problem, because I don't tend to swim a lot. Hello, Anissa. Yeah, I'll just keep going with the blaster. Hope you had a good birthday. I know it's day late, but I don't remember seeing you yesterday, so let's say it now. Oh, someone exploded. I don't know if I'm actually turfing down there or not. I don't know how turfing with blasters works. Oh, there was no point in me doing that. Should probably return to the center. Might be a good idea. Oh geez, an ink brush! Face reveals are overrated. Legitimately, one of the YouTubers I watch, he'll do a face reveal during his streams, but only if people donate $500. And, like, it can't be a total of 500. No, it has to be a single donation of 500 or more dollars. I've heard the name Rand, but other than that, I have no clue who that is. He clearly doesn't know what music is. I mean, I don't even really listen to rap, but it's... literally, the basis of music is words to sound, and... that is music, in a nutshell. I don't know who that is. Oh, if that is a legitimate level 3, I feel very bad. I always feel bad when low levels are around. I always feel like a bit of a jerk if they're not on my team. Ow. I mean, I don't hate anyone over their taste in music, so... I'm not that type of person. It would be very rude of me to do that. Ow. Welcome back, Beast Mode. And it honestly seems like that person there, Rand, is just someone whose opinions should just be ignored. Jeez, that was a lot of hits. Well, near hits. Oh, my school had one of those. It was strange. Especially for someone like me who at that point knew absolutely nothing about memes. Like, I knew literally nothing. So it's just like, what is even happening? What is half of this stuff? Meme days are weird. Fair enough, AI. Shoot them? You just shoot the splashdown. It's easy with a blaster. You just fire into it. And you'll probably end up splatting the person. Maybe try plugging it in, Beast Mode? I don't know. School is a meme. It's pointless and can achieve some laughs, but mostly in an ironic sense. That is a meme in a nutshell. They sound so boring when I put it like that. If life is a video game, then I guess I'm playing on Lunatic. Ow. I mean, most people put their couch near a wall socket. Darn it, Mudavink! Every friend group tends to have that one toxic person. And no one ever knows how they got there. They just exist there. See, that's how you counter splashdowns. Oh jeez, I'm gonna be drizzled to death. I don't want to be drizzled to death. I do not wish to be drizzled on. Though apparently chocolate does go well with octopus. So I've heard. I don't know, I've never had it. But I know there's like treats in Japan that are like octopus and chocolate. It's kind of weird. Ow. Died to a torpedo. Bring shame to this dojo. Well then. Yeah, apologize for slurping my drink. I mean, it is rather rare for someone to, you know, apologize to anybody. So, I mean... Especially when you get people like me around, who, even if I were to start talking to my friend from ages ago, who I got into a lot of arguments with over art, I don't think I would apologize to him over those arguments. Because my point still stands, of he could draw, he just wasn't. And to call his his base work drawing was just wrong. It wasn't. It was base work. But I'm also kind of a jerk, so... Stingray is not a good desperation move. Hello, Woomy. I mean, in a way I kinda have. Like, I kinda have let it go. Like, I wouldn't bring it up to his face again. But, like, I'm not gonna go and apologize for it. If that makes any sense. And I still hang on to it as a story of more or less an example of, yeah, I can be a jerk. I can be a massive jerk. Out of ink. I used all of my ink for disruptors. I am usually just... Oh, hey, we have an uwu. I myself tend to just be situationally a jerk. If in my head it makes sense to be a jerk for that situation, and that it might have a positive outcome, I'll usually be a jerk. Because being a jerk doesn't always mean that that it has a negative outcome. I mean, in my opinion, it would have honestly been great had that friend actually started drawing art again. He was a good artist. He probably still is. That's all I wanted out of the situation. And I was being a jerk about it. I don't tend to just be a jerk for no reason. Ow. I think I'm seeing everything you're saying. You might be on top chat. instead of all chat. Make sure you're on all chat. Or live chat, I think it is. Ow. Yeah, that's okay, Aiden. This is Turf War. Feel free to join. That's why I play Turf War, mostly. Oh jeez, I'm out of ink. Out of ink. Darn it! Oh jeez, I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, AI, I'd say if you want to make emotes, feel free. If nothing else, they can be used on the Discord. I mean, I can't use any on Twitch or YouTube yet, so... They said you might be on top chat instead of live chat, which would be why it's seemingly breaking. Yep, we do have a Discord. It is linked in the description on YouTube and in the info on Twitch. Yeah, YouTube is kind of just broken. They've been making a lot of changes lately, and it's messing with everything. Like, in case anyone here hasn't encountered this yet, if you don't have YouTube as your active thing, like your active window/tab, after about 2 hours, it will ask you if you're still there, pausing everything. Which is frustrating if you draw to music, write to music, do anything to music, really. Yeah, the lobby no one left the lobby, so no one else could join. It happens sometimes, Aiden. So you have to, like, give it a round or two. You might get in one of them. There's never any guarantees with getting in. Do I even want it? Toes? What? I've had him raid me, but I don't watch his content. I feel bad. I feel like I'm obligated to check out his content, but I always forget to, and I forget which streams he shows up on. So I can't, like, easily find his channel either. Ow. Dynamode. It is annoying. I'm glad I don't have to deal with it. My Android device does not have autocorrect, or at least it does not have autocorrect turned on. I use YouTube to listen to music because I don't have Spotify. Anyway, isn't that like a mobile thing? I don't do mobile. I have a very old Android phone, and that's my lot. I don't do mobile. The phone doesn't even work as a phone. Ow. But yeah, feel free to DM me his channel there. AI. And yeah, a lot of YouTubers care about views, but you can't really blame them, because if you're not getting views, you don't grow. And it's human nature to want to see numbers go up. Which is why my Twitch has been minorly depressing me lately, because my average viewer count is dropping like a stone. And I don't know if there's anything I can even do about it. Alright, Rand. Have a good night. Like, my average viewer count on Twitch was hovering around 2 for the longest time. It's now a little under 1. Like, it's 0.84, something like that. Which is, great. Like, I have the followers. I have almost double the followers I need for affiliate. But I don't have the average views. I don't understand. Alright, Anissa. Have a good night. I just always forget to, like, check out the YouTubers that raid me. Like, I feel like I should, you know, check out their channels, and if I ever have the chance, I should raid them back. But, like, yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean, I'm honestly one of the people that while I would love to see my channels grow, I'm just having fun making the content I'm doing and streaming what I stream. Like, I'm not overly picky about it actually getting huge. I mean, as I've said before, I actually kind of like the size the channel's at now. Because I can easily keep up with the chat, and I like keeping up with the chat. Oh jeez, I'm out of ink. Dynamos are pretty cool. They just take some getting used to. I feel bad having us set up this tryhard for Turf War. But I don't think I could do half of what I do with the blaster if I didn't have this swim speed. Yeah, I do still very much need a job, and it would be amazing if I could turn YouTube into that. Which is why I have a Patreon, I just don't pimp it out that often. Because I'm very much the type of person that I hate asking for money, and it feels like pimping the Patreon is asking for money. And technically I have a job, mowing my sister's lawn once a week, which is about to technically end probably sometime next month, because soon there won't be a need to mow the lawn anymore for $10 a week. Ow. Gives me some money though. Kensa Dynamo would be so much better if it didn't do a vertical swing upon falling from the Booyah Bomb. Like, when you're falling after using the Booyah Bomb, it'll always do a vertical swing, and I hate it. Like, if you try to swing. I just want a horizontal swing from that. That's all I want. Ow. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but, like, to me, it feels like I'm asking for money to be like, hey, I've got a Patreon, especially because I can't provide anything in return. Like, at the moment, it's basically just a tip jar. Like, I'd love to be able to offer something. My only thought I've had so far is creating, like, basically creating more of a schedule, and then setting aside, like, 2 or 3 days a week for patrons to, well, for patrons to decide what I stream of everything I could possibly stream. Yeah, it would be nice if Splatoon got a new update, providing more content, bringing back all of the old maps. That would be amazing. Like, can we get Mahi Mahi Resort back? Like, that'd be neat. That was a cool map with a cool gimmick. Can we have it? And Nintendo's like, no, you can't have it. You're not allowed. You didn't like Clam Blitz, you don't get Mahi Mahi Resort. See, the thing is, AI, I'm already providing content. Like, you get that whether you're, you know, paying or not. So, like, I don't know. Especially because I'm also the type of person that I would feel bad giving, like, say... I'm just gonna use, like, Hard Leg Joe's Patreon tiers as an example, because his is the only Patreon I can think of. At, like, the $25 tier, he'll send people 2 cards out of his monthly unboxing, because he unboxes Yu-Gi-Oh cards. He's a Yugi-tuber. I would feel bad doing that, because I'd want to send everybody cards, whether they're a Patreon or not. It kind of falls into the category of I'm kind of too nice for my own good. I need a bit of greed. I need to think a bit more business savvy is what I need to do. That would probably help. I want Inksuka to come back. I want the Coral Coral Roller in its entirety to come back. Inkzuka Splash Wall on a roller that can't vertical swing. Ow. No dragon. I just got to watch Woomy fall in the water. I am content with this. I just act the way I was raised. I have color lock on, which is why we'd have different ink colors. I am colorblind, so I use color lock so I can easily tell what the colors are. And before you potentially feel bad, I don't worry about it. I have accepted I am colorblind. Ow. Hello, a bot. Yeah, you know, just chatting. Talking about stuff. It's usually what's up around here. Occasionally with just random spatterings of stories from my youth. Ow. Yeah, I do know that. I actually took their colorblind test to figure out what type of colorblind I was. And from their what their website said, their glasses should help me. But they're like $300. And I don't got that kind of money. Yeah, it took me a really long time to even realize I was colorblind. Because that's kind of a thing that, like... It feels hard to describe it to people, of, like... I can't tell the colors are wrong. Because this is just what I've always known. I mean, I don't really need food, though. I have food. I'd rather be bought self-rising flour. So I can just make my own pizza dough. And make my own pizza. It's better that way. I legit like making pizza. Honestly, the best pizza dough you will ever find is bread dough. If you use, like, bread dough for your pizza, it'll make a nice, fluffy crust that won't get hard. I haven't actually had pizza for a while. Ow. Pineapple doesn't belong in existence. I hate pineapple. I hate the taste. Hate the texture. It's all just awful. Which I know a lot of people might disagree with me on, but... Alright. Person got splattered. I mean, if you like pineapple, it's great. I don't understand how you could, but... it's just fine if you like it. Eat all the pineapple you want, so the rest of us don't have to. Ow. I don't know styles by their... what they'd be called. All I can really say is I like my girlfriend's art style. It's rather nice. It's got a warm, kind of fuzzy feel to it, which is nice. Her and I actually kind of sat down one day and figured out that I had actually liked some of her artwork before I'd even known her. Which kind of took away the, oh, I just like her art because I'm her boyfriend kind of thing. Even though she still seems to cling to that idea a bit. Even though it is far from the truth. I've just kind of always liked her art. Ow. If we can get enough people, I will do a private battle. We need at least a 3v3. At least. I know if I were to start a private battle and then add it to the title, you know, we'd probably get more people coming in. Because people like private battles, for whatever reason. I still don't understand the appeal. It's just regular battles, but... yeah, it's just kind of like regular battles. But I don't mind doing them if we can get at least 3v3. Oh yeah, it's totally good. Cause you can see the people. That means it's totally good. The only game mode I think I actually like Stingray in is tower control. But even then, I still feel like I should just be using something with a Booyah Bomb. Because it does the same job. Oh yeah, in case you don't know, Aiden, I've not actually seen your equipment much. But seeing you around with the ink brush just reminded me. Don't use run speed on an ink brush. It doesn't help. Ow. If you want to run faster with your ink brush, use main power-up. That's what it does for ink brushes. Good day, Bolt. I believe that be your name. Oh, jeez. Oh, I get the feeling you're a bot. Ow. You guys say that falls under the category of advertising? Oh geez, I can't actually do that from here. Well, that's a weakness of this. I might actually need a mod on Twitch. Because I'd say that falls under the category of advertising. I'm gonna need to get my Twitch loaded in a second and dish out a block. Assuming I can even still see that on Twitch. Oop. I can report the person. That's not what I'm looking for. So I really hope my Twitch is actually quiet. I can't tell because I think my speakers are still plugged in. My headphones. Oh, and I can't see him. There we go. Let's just keep that open. I might actually need that on the YouTube end of things too. I do really feel like that was a bot slash advertising, so I don't feel bad about blocking the person. I know the chat is still showing up on YouTube and I can't do anything about that, but, you know. Special up is nice. Special up helps you get your special faster, which is always good. So can I just say, I love how they were advertising face cam for a channel that has no face cam. But they were gonna design it anyway, apparently. That just sounds like wasted effort. School isn't fun. It's not meant to be. Ow. But you gotta do it. Don't be like me. Well, I suppose. If you end up in a situation like I was in, as in it literally being emotionally impossible for you to continue being in school, feel free to drop out. But, otherwise, never drop out. You will deeply regret it. Even I regret it, and I legitimately don't think I could have continued schooling. Apologize for that getting very sad, but I feel like that is a thing I need to say. I want the best for all of you. Ow. Ow. I am not doing so great with this blaster anymore. Jeez. Perhaps I should actually start trying again. That might help. But I play to have fun, not to try. Let's see. Do. Nautilus. Alright, Woomy. Have fun in ranked. And if you're actually leaving the stream, have a good night. Or day. Whichever it is for you. It's so hard to keep track. Got some bad karma in here now. Oh no, it's a Sky! She'll be vanishing and stabbing us in the back. Oh wait, she can't do that anymore. Not effectively. And she didn't exactly stab people in the back to begin with, but... Oh, for anyone who played Paladins as long as I have... Probably either miss Old Sky like I do, or I'm glad Old Sky is gone. As much as I've even heard that the nerfed Sky is still really powerful, I don't see it myself. Ow. I feel like I should do a Paladin stream again at some point. It's a fun game. I haven't played it in forever. But legitimately, after Sky got nerfed, I switched to using Ruckus. And was doing better with Ruckus than I ever did with Sky. Only, instead of the enemies never seeing me coming, they'd see me coming, but not be able to do anything about it anyway. 'Cause I'm Ruckus. Ow. It helped that my girlfriend would play with me, and she played a healer class. She generally played Pip, so it wasn't usually the best healing, but it was more than enough to supplement my own healing. So that, effectively, I just never died. Ow. I am really bad with the Nautilus. Though I'm honestly thinking of, just to try and build up a bit more hype for the game, of streaming Cube World tomorrow. Because I still have the early alpha builds, downloaded. I was actually playing it yesterday a bit. With it getting released onto Steam soon. Like, getting an actual update and, you know, release onto Steam, and it's just... everything's going well for Wale. Ow. Everything is not going well for me here, though. Just got tri-sloshed in the face. Maybe the Nautilus wasn't a good idea. Just trying to think of weapons that would actually get benefit from me having all this swim speed. Aside from just every weapon benefits from swim speed. I suppose anything with a curling bomb would. What all has curling bombs? GooTube? Why not? Why not GooTube? What's the worst that could happen? I don't splat a single person? Yeah, that sounds about right. That's just gonna be what's gonna happen anyway. 'Cause I can't snipe. Yeah, the chat kinda died off. It does that from time to time. I think everything kinda died off when that Bolt person showed up on the Twitch chat. It seems to be roughly when everything kind of died off. I blame that assumably bot. If they weren't a bot, I feel a little bad about just blocking them, but at the same time, I don't really feel all that bad because they were advertising, and that's against the rules. I just noticed that their grammar was incredibly bad, too. Like, feel free to the link. What? The link? They have link in their banner? Oh, no! You must save him! Yeah, I mean, I could guess that. I think that's actually the first time I've even encountered one, though. But I'm also incredibly tiny, so I mean... I'm not really anything to go by. Ow. with this thing. I need to remember I have curling bombs. Jeez. Fleeing! Ow! I should not be using this thing. Yeah, I'm not honestly picky when it comes to grammar either, but one would think, if that is actually a bot, that they would have proofread what they had their bots saying. Especially with, like, they're advertising their services as, you know, an artist of sorts. You would think they would want that to look professional. Ow. Like, they were advertising design panels, overlays, face cam, and offline screens. So it's like, proofread. It's a thing. I mean, I know I do write. I wouldn't exactly say I'm a writer, because I've not really ever done anything of note. Ow. I really should not have grabbed a GooTuber. I feel like this loss is fully my own fault for going with a GooTuber. GooTuber is such a bad weapon. Bad weapon with a silly name. Either that or my mind is just too far into the gutter to see it any other way than very silly. Inkbrush is very fun. You very likely will hear me say multiple times it's not a good weapon. What I mean by that is it's not great at killing. It's a fun weapon. It's just not very good at splatting people. At least comparatively to other weapons. Like, Carbon Roller just outsplats it. It's like, if you ever hear me saying it's bad, don't think I'm saying you shouldn't use it, or you shouldn't find it fun. I find it fun. Same as, like, I main the Undercover Brilla. It's not a good weapon, but... Yep, yeah, we did. Ow. Should have turned more towards you. Ow. I got greedy. That's one of the problems I end up running into a lot, is I'll get very greedy and go for what I presume are going to be easy splats. And they don't tend to end up being all that easy, and I end up dying because of it. I feel myself kind of falling into tryhard mode. Oh no. This is not what I want in the slightest. This is not what anybody wants. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, ran out of ink. I backed off like a good boy. I didn't keep tryharding. Ow. Keep forgetting I'm vastly outranged by rollers. Though I think I did kind of secure enough of a bridgehead that now my team is kind of securing the spawn point of your team. Where's my coffee gone? Probably wouldn't have even had a cup of coffee tonight if I hadn't got up earlier than I actually should have. I got up when I wanted to, but an hour after I wanted to. But that was definitely definitely earlier than my body wanted to get up. Because I've lately been sleeping from like 8 AM until like around 8 PM. Actually, it's closer to 9 AM to 8 PM. And today I slept from 9 AM to like 3 PM. Something around there. Actually, when did I wake up? $5 PM. That's when I woke up. Okay. Yeah, right. 3 was when I had set my alarm. Like 4:30, something like that. I don't remember. Times. They're all a blur. Flip, wizard! It's Bestovius! He's gonna flip from 3D to 2D, and then we won't be able to shoot him. That is a reference that a lot of people probably won't even understand. Which is pretty standard for the references I make. Yeah, I quite like Baller as well. It's just kind of fun to just charge the enemy down as in a hamster ball. Would be nice if it wasn't as counterable as it is, but, you know. All the specials are counterable easily, except Booyah Bomb and Ink Stamp. Splashdown is a little too counterable in my opinion. The defense usually being of, well, it's meant to be used from super jumping, but I've never seen any evidence of that. Like, I've never seen the developer come out and go, yeah, you're supposed to super jump to use Splashdown. Ow. Oh, I just kind of zoned out there for a second. That's not good. Ow. Probably because I'm getting tired is why I'm kind of zoning out. But I don't want to end the stream anytime soon. Ow. Maps are about to rotate, so I might actually go back to using the blaster soon. I've started to really like the blaster. I was incredibly just garbage with it. And then I started using it recently, and I'm actually not bad with it. I wouldn't say I'm good, but I'm not bad. I could be a lot worse. Like, I could walk into splat bombs with it. But I don't normally. I do with this. I don't know why I do it with this, other than I'm an idiot, but, you know. It's kind of nice that these maps rotate every 2 hours. Because anyone that never played the first Splatoon, maps were in rotation for 4 hours apiece. So you basically, whatever map was on when you were playing was probably your life for while you were playing. In this one, it's every 2 hours. You get twice the map rotations. Does mean you can easily miss your favorite map showing up, but does mean you're not going to be playing on a map you don't like for 4 hours. Though I am going to quickly step away because I have to use the washroom. So I shall quickly be right back. I am back. Antimarina and Black Billy. Yeah, this should work for the plaster. It's a lot of D's. And we have a Mama Robo up there. Wouldn't that technically be... Oh god, I forget her name. I think she was just called Mother Brain, something like that. Robo's creator, technically, in Chrono Trigger. I forget her name. Well, I say technical creator, because I doubt... Well, no, she was in charge of the production facility. I don't know enough about Chrono Trigger. I'm honestly kind of okay with that. Controversial opinion time. I feel like Chrono Trigger is an overrated RPG. Like, it's good, but it's kind of overrated. Same with Paper Mario. Like, it's good, not Paper Mario, but Paper Mario isn't overrated. It's, if anything, underrated. Super Mario RPG, the SNES one. Like, I feel like that game is very overrated. And I know a huge part of that is just the fact that I like RPGs that are challenging, and neither of those games are particularly challenging. Like, Chrono Trigger, 90% of the battles you can just mash A, and you will win. In Super Mario RPG, mash A, and you'll probably win. Especially after you get the Lazy Shell. Just equip that to somebody, and you just win. It's right in the name. It makes the game very easy. It is what you equip when you are just very, very lazy. Ow. Yeah, in theory you'll get in after this match, and if the lobby doesn't change up too much, or like at all, after this, I will back out and find a different lobby. Because sometimes the lobbies can be pretty set in stone. Sniper's not all that great at the actual, like, shooting thing. I suppose he's good at shooting, just not the whole aiming part of being a sniper. Oh jeez, that did not turf well. I can't say I'm much better at aiming, but, you know. They're not the greatest either. Kinda glad about that, because getting sniped a lot kinda sucks. Yeah, I've called so many, like, cult classic RPGs bad. I'm just waiting for the point in the future where I just get bombarded by fanboys of, like, either Final Fantasy 7 or 8, the Super Mario RPG, Chrono Trigger. I mean, Final Fantasy 7 and 8, I have already said, are pretty bad. usually the people that really like them are the people that those were their first Final Fantasy games. Thing is, Zelda isn't even exactly what I would call an RPG. It technically is a role-playing game, because you are playing the role of Link. But what I'd consider an RPG is stuff like Final Fantasy, or Undertale, or Super Mario RPG. Thank you for the turf roller. I am just on a tear, jeez. I apologize. Though even Legend of Zelda does have a few duds. Like, I myself would honestly argue Ocarina of Time is not as good as people make it out to be. Alright, Aiden. Have a good night. I'm gonna continue my thoughts anyway, because that's just how I roll. Like, I'm not saying overly that Ocarina of Time is terrible. Like, it's not. It's a pretty decent game. But it's definitely not as good as even Majora's Mask. And I think even Nintendo knows this. The fanboys and girls would have you think otherwise. But that's kind of the point of being a fanboy or girl, is you tend to ignore the negatives of the games you enjoy. Like, everyone just kind of takes it as that's just how it works, of Ocarina of Time's incredibly slow opening. That basically gave Nintendo the idea to put a slow opening to every Zelda game. Except Majora's Mask. Like, I don't know why they didn't take the Majora's Mask route and give the player their tutorial via gameplay. Like, you're learning how to play the game of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is your first set of 3 days as Deku Link. Which, if you know what you're doing, you'll be done basically everything by the end of the first day. And then you just need to wait a couple days while you're doing the minigames so you can get that piece of heart. Because of course you want the piece of heart. It's a piece of heart. You want that. But like, you just can't chill outside the hole and wait. If you don't know what to do, it takes you basically all 3 days. And it's still teaching you how to play the game while you're going through the opening of the game, but you're at least able to play with almost no limitations. You still have the limitation of, well, you're trapped inside the main city, but that's about it. Like, that is your limitation. Meanwhile, Ocarina of Time, you're still technically trapped in a city, but it's a small city with nothing to do, no minigames to play, nothing to take up your time other than grinding up rupees to buy a shield, crawling in, grabbing a sword, so you can go and do the most basic of dungeons ever of the Great Deku Tree. Like, there's no real threat. There's... Aside from the Great Deku Tree wanting to see you, you don't even have an objective. It's like, oh man, the tree wants to talk to me. Ow. And like, that's something I've even seen in a few memes. It's just like, all the links. It's, you know, I did it to save, you know, whoever. I did it to save the world in the case of Majora's Mask. And then you just get Ocarina of Time. If I did it because a tree told me to. Like, that Link wouldn't have done anything had the Great Deku Tree not been like, hey, so hey, my dude, there's this curse being put on me by this evil guy. I want you to go kill him. And by the way, Navi's your fairy now. Ow. Like that's basically the reason why Ocarina of Time Link even goes on his journey. And, you know, that can work. I mean, it's silly. Silliness is what Zelda has always kind of had in surplus. Oh, jeez. Ow. But, like, at the same time, it's like... You need to give me something more than that for me to even consider it, you know, in even, like, the top 5 Zelda games. I'd honestly, myself, put Ocarina of Time around, like, 7, 8 in the list of Zelda games. Like, even below the Oracle Game Boy Color games. Like, they're just better games. You want a Zelda game about time travel? Just play Oracle of Ages. It's better. And it's also about time travel. Only you're directly saving the goddess of time. Kind of. And instead of aging, you legit just travel in time. But honestly, I feel the 2D Zelda games are probably the best next to Majora's Mask. That is, you know, subjectively, that is the best Zelda game. At least I feel it is the best Zelda game. Followed by Link to the Past, Minish Cap, let's see, Link's Awakening, Oracle of Ages and Seasons. They kind of share a slot. They bounce back and forth. Then you get to stuff like, you know, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess. They all kind of fight for the same kind of area. The DS games are hit or miss. I don't know about the 3DS Zelda, but where it's kind of based on Link to the Past, I imagine it'll actually probably share the slot with Link to the Past. I even forget what it's called. I actually have not had a chance to play it. I know we have the game, but I've never had the opportunity to play it. Ow. Link Between Worlds, that's its name. I mean, I've heard really good things about that game, too. I also kind of wish I could play it. Ow. I'm sorry, Mama. Sorry, Cooking Mama. But I had to splat you, for you are an enemy. Ow. Crushed. And like, I know that my opinions on that are very kind of controversial, like my opinions on the Zelda games. Because it definitely seems like on the internet, you don't talk bad on Ocarina of Time. You just don't. Even as a joke, you just never do. Because the fanboys are just that ravenous. But I honestly don't really care. And I mean, I come from a position of... I am actually incredibly okay with talking and thinking objectively about the games I love. Like, is Majora's Mask a perfect game? No. Far from it. There are many things that could have been improved about that game. Even back in those days. Like, there's a fair few of the side quests that are just not conveyed to the player well. It's harder... You know, it can be decently hard to do them without assistance. You can still figure it out, but it could be conveyed better. Then you get things like, say, EVE Online, which I've gone on record saying is probably my favorite game of all time. Is it perfect? No, it is far from perfect. It has many issues, a lot of which stemming from balance. A few of the things that need nerfed are things I actively do. I honestly do my best to try not to be blinded by my liking of a game. Or of anything. Same with, like, I plan on streaming Cube World tomorrow. The alpha build that was released, and that I'm playing on, is good. It's a good game. It has things that could definitely be changed. I mean, honestly, I'm in a position where I kinda wish I could help develop the game. Depending on if and the things that definitely could use change don't get changed when it gets released onto Steam. Like, one of the things the game definitely needs is a better way of telling how much experience you're gonna get from the enemies. Because it's, well, it's kind of like an open world RPG type of thing. Action RPG. It's basically like Minecraft, but without the building. And better combat. But some enemies you'll get 1 experience point from. Others of the same type you'll get 4, and they have almost nothing different between them other than the color of their name. And you can't even really tell based on the color of their name what you're gonna get out of them. Because that enemy with, say, a red name isn't gonna give you the same experience as that other enemy with a red name. Because they're worth different experience amounts. But there's nothing conveying to the player what the enemy is going to be worth until you've killed it. And even then, some enemies are only ever worth a certain amount of experience until you pass a certain level. Like, for example, trolls. They give somewhere around 7 experience up until you're like level 30 something, and then they start dropping in the amount of experience they give you. But that experience means so much more when you beat them at a low level, because you're not supposed to be able to beat them at a low level. You should get a lot of experience for that. Ow. I mean, another thing would just be drop rates of equipment. It falls, Cube World, at least the version I've played, falls very much into what I'm gonna call Diablo syndrome. It gives you a lot of equipment for the other classes, but not your own. you'll spend a lot of the game running around with terrible equipment on, because you've just not found any equipment for your class that's actually even worth putting on. Past, you know, the first bit of equipment of each category you find. So you'll, you know, like I said, you'll basically end up finding tons of equipment you can't use, and even the shops are like that. There'll be equipment there, but it's for the other classes. I mean, I get the idea is they want you playing with other players. And with those other players around, then you're gonna be more likely to find your equipment, because now the drop rates have changed because there's two of you. You know, there's two people, so the drop rates for each of you are different. And that is, in my experience, what happens. You find more equipment for yourself playing with a friend. But you shouldn't need to play with a friend just to find equipment for your class reliably. Especially where you're fighting, say, rogues, and you know, you're fighting enemies that have the same class you have. And on average, they will drop equipment for whatever class they are. But usually an enemy of an identical class won't drop equipment as often as everything else. Like every other class. Cube World's still a great game, though. Not sponsored. Wish I was, but I'm not. Splat shot. This is the power of just me rambling. It's been like 17-ish minutes since, you know, the last... That'd be 18-ish minutes since last time anything to respond to has really been said. And I'm just rambling about a bunch of stuff. Power of being able to ramble. Ow. I might actually see about doing some ranked in a minute. Like after this match. I don't know. I might also end the stream off and go to sleep soon. I don't know. I don't want to end the stream, but I am getting tired. Though I'll probably keep it going for a while yet. I don't know. It'll depend on what's in ranked. Ow. If anyone's actually here and willing to chat who could tell me what the ranked game mode is, that would be nice. Ow. So I know I've still got watchers, I can see the view counter. Which is why I don't really want to end the stream off. It's just kinda, I'm running out of things to ramble about. Which is why it's kinda nice when people are actually chatting. Though there's no obligation to. Don't want to chat, don't chat. how this works. Ow. I don't know why I was challenging that Tri-Slosher. But yeah, I shall back out and see what's in ranked. But I'm also getting very tired, and I am hungry as well. I haven't ate really anything today. I had like a piece of chicken, and that was it. I also just noticed I'm still wearing the pants and they don't look good with this outfit. Let's see. What is ranked? Rainmaker. I really don't feel like doing placement games. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream off here. There is a Discord. You can join it. It's linked down below in the description on YouTube and the info on Twitch. I think on Twitch, if you're on mobile, you like swipe a direction and you can find it. On Twitch, it's a little picture of a jellyfish that says Discord. I will be back streaming tomorrow. It will very likely be Cube World. With that said, thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully I shall see you tomorrow for more streaming. See you all then.